said, it's all sealed up, but we'll just check it out. At this point in the day, it's time to get my hike on. State of Colorado, Division of Minerals and Geology. It doesn't mark the date very well. It just says date 20. So I just came up the hill a little way, saw that little campsite, and then right up here on the top of the hill there's some evidence of there's like 4 pits. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet deep at the most, 8 to 10 feet across. I don't know what that means, but that's the only kind of evidence of some type of mining or something. So, no structures. Haven't seen any kind of artifacts really. Just some modern trash from all the slobs that come up here. Yeah, that's all I see anywhere over here. Anywho, we'll go on to the next pin on the map and see what I can find there. So I've got another mine site, an old mine site, marked on my map, and it's right up the road. So I'm just going to stroll up there and see what I can find. Well, there's a tailings pile. Let's go take a look. Oh, okay. Wow. Look at that. An old tunnel. Closed off. Come back to that in a second. What do we got over here? Super old cabin. Old cabin. Okay. Wow. She's seen better days. Firewood laying here. Okay. Okay. All right. Log cabin. Here we go. Oh, I'm not gonna video that. It's got name and phone number on there. Little federal mining claim sign right here. Okay. I don't know if that means it's current. It's all sealed up. Let's check out the little portal over here. Like I said, it's all sealed up, but we'll just check it out. Look at this. Oh man, that's actually not locked. Huh. Yep, I ain't going in there. Yeah, the sign says danger, do not enter. Hey, don't worry, we're good. It's not what I came here for. I just like looking at cabins and stuff. Okay. All right. Evidence of, I guess Manhattan was like over there somewhere on the hillside. I don't know how old this could have been. I mean, that definitely looks pretty old, so that could have been from back in that era. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's a brand new post and sign. Okay. Right on. I find that stuff really interesting. I am not one to go digging very deep though. It's not my place for one thing. So I just like checking out old cabins, old mills, anything else like that. Oh, whoa, there's another old like cabin structure right here. Let's check this out. Another mining claim sign. How long does a claim last? Does anybody know? This is a super old log cabin. Super old. Okay. Yeah, watch your step. There's some nails poking out of that thing. Interesting. There's something right there, man-made. The tree fell on it. But what was this? Oh, there's a pit. Yeah. Yeah, there's a pit back here. So for those that don't know, today would have been my brother's 50th birthday, but he is no longer with us thanks to good old cancer. So, rather than sit around in the office and work on photos, I thought I'd come up and poke around in the foothills. I really enjoy this, or hiking, or I don't know. This kind of gives me a little bit of a purpose to a hillside, which really doesn't have much going on, to be honest. But it's good to be out here. But we just went to the San Juan Mountains down near Ouray, Colorado last weekend, and oh my gosh, unbelievable fall colors. So I've been slowly working my way through a bunch of footage and a bunch of photos that I made during that trip. Unbelievable. Highly recommend it. If you've never been, you should really try to make an effort to get down there at some point. Yeah. Saw some moose, tons of old mines with, like, you know, the big hoist and all that kind of stuff still intact. So I got some cool photos of those. I'll throw one up on the screen for you. There was a little ghost town up there. I think it was called Ironton. So there were some buildings left. They got a historical society that was taking care of them, which is very nice of them. But yeah, just absolutely mind-blowing. You got to check it out. Highly recommend it. All right, at this point in the day, it's time to get my hike on. I'm gonna head out here on a quick little hike to Molly Lake, and there's a cabin ruin that I located on a map. I'm gonna see if it's still there, so I'm gonna check that out too. So yeah, ding 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 ding, Molly Lake, undisclosed cabin location. Yeah. Anyways, this should be quick and awesome. Granite Ridge, number 991. Open to hiking, bicycles, horseback, closed to cars, four-wheel drives, and ATVs. Another glorious day in the Rockies. Made it to the Molly Lake little cutoff. I'm gonna keep heading on down to the right on the Granite Ridge Trail. See if I can find this old cabin. I'll come back to this on the way out. Here we have another fork in the road. I think you can take this all the way to like Disappointment Falls and all that stuff is down there, and even beyond that, down into that Boy Scout camp area. We're gonna stay this way. Cattle grazing, keep gate closed. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, what's the trick? Oh, here it is. Look at that little thing. Alright, easy peasy. Okay. Every gate is different, man, I swear. Every single one. It doesn't matter if it's homemade or if it's commercially made like that one. I feel like there's hundreds or maybe probably thousands of different types of gates. It's kind of one of the fun things about hiking and running into stuff like that. Lots of creative ways to lock a gate. Okay, there's a big meadow coming up. Well, I took a hard turn and I'm just going directly to the spot where I marked my map, where there used to be a cabin. So this area was heavily burned. Like, not so much behind me over here where I came from, but like back over in there, back up in there, and then all of that to about there. It's all torch. It's growing back though. There's a lot of aspen trees coming up, so that's freaking awesome. Anyways, all right, well, I did a pretty heavy search on foot, and this was my spot in question. So I came over here and was like, oh, it's kind of raised up from the grass. It kind of raises up about 3 feet. There's all those bushes. I was like, well, that's kind of peculiar. So I walked over there and walked to the center where it was the highest, and it started getting real boggy, like marshy. So maybe there's like a spring right there. There could be a creek over here too, but yeah. I mean, if there's a water source, this would have been an excellent spot for a cabin a long time ago. I don't see any remnants yet. No foundations or anything. So maybe it's long gone. But I'm gonna pop the bird up and see what I can see from the air. Maybe that will change the story a little bit. Let's check it out. Well, no ruins. There's like this big hole. It almost looks like a hole with a bunch of rocks piled on it. There's some logs over here. I don't know where those would have came from. Looks like old sawn logs. They look like they came from a cabin. And a big old fire pit. Yeah, there's like this super old nail right there. That looks like a hinge, like a gate. Yeah, big old bolts. And this was all hacked off. Big fire ring. This is it. Some cool rock formations. And that bog over there, you can see from the air, it just looks like a big square shape. It's really weird. You go stepping on it, it gets real squishy, it's wet. So, I don't know. There's obviously a creek, you can see that too. So, where's my moose at, dude? Where's my moose? These are cool looking, these things. Those are really cool. I love this. These are my favorite hikes. Just rambling around through a bunch of aspens. Alright, I made it back to Molly Lake Cutoff. This is just a quick little jaunt right over here to the lake. Let's go see if there's any water. They had a couple of rain/snow events. Quarter mile, it says right there. Rain and snow events in September. So a combination of that, and or if it's spring fed in any way, that should help. That's interesting. There's another mining claim right here. It says that they're under surveillance. Right back at you. But yeah, they're just digging a bunch of holes like right under this power line that runs through here. It's kind of weird. Kind of an odd place for a claim. But what do I know about claims? Huh. Crazy. There's just a bunch of holes dug right here. It almost looks like, okay, that's some heavy hand digging if that's what that was. Anyway, keep finding all kinds of unusual stuff. Oh yeah, she got water. She got water. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Molly Lake. Boom, 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 boom. More like Molly's Pond. I don't know. No offense, Molly. Yeah, dude. All of these aspens already dropped their leaves. Bummer. So I guess get here in September before it gets too late. This patch over here is still kicking. I'm gonna go find my way up on top of these boulders over here. I did that last time I was here. It was pretty cool. Let's get it. Okay. Big old mound of boulders. Probably 30 feet above my head. We got an aerial 360 going right now. If you want to check that out, I'll put that on my Facebook page, Elevated Archives on Facebook. You can check out the aerial 360 from Molly Lake. Yeah, this area is super cool. Mainly because, I mean, it's just beautiful. But there's all these just like built-in bench seats everywhere. Like right there, over there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then if you, I almost said scroll. If you look behind, you got the Baldies in the distance. There are the Baldies. And then Black, I think that's Black Mountain over there. Looking good. And then, man, you guys got to check out that Lost Lake video. I think that was those two big lumps over there. We were on top of one of those, me and Wes. That was sick. We did that in the winter though. It was pretty cold, but that was fun. If you like bouldering, that was a really awesome hike. You should go check that out. Yes, sir. All right, man. Catch you on the next one.